Hey guys, this is Jeff Conti again with JC Knives. This is another video in my continuing series on Knife Sharpening 101, and today we're going to talk about how to test your knife and see whether or not it's sharp. So today I have a couple of blades here, but I want to talk about a couple of ideas first. If you are sharpening your knife edge and you can run your finger away from the spine towards the edge and across, and you can feel the edge kind of curving up, that would be called a burr or a wire edge. If you can feel a wire edge or a burr, you're not ready to test your knife for sharpness yet. You need to go out on your hone, put it on a stone, make sure that wire edge is even all the way along the edge of the blade, and then you need to go to your strop. And I'm going to do another video on how to do that. But if you could feel a wire edge anywhere along the edge of your knife, either it needs to go on a steel, let's say you sharpened it and it was already good to go, you would need to put it on a steel and straighten that edge up, or you need to go out and make sure that you have an even burr all the way along the edge and then strop it and break that burr off back and forth, and then strop it a few more times on the polished leather and get a nice edge across. Okay, so number one, check for a burr. Number two, use your thumbnail. I like to do it the way my grandfather taught me. Just hold the knife back a ways and just let the knife glide along the top of your thumbnail, and right there I can feel that it's sliding. It's like it's slippery right there. Right here it's grinding. I could feel it taking some of my thumbnail off of the little bits from the thumbnail off on my thumb. But right there, I can feel that it's gliding, it's slipping. That means I've got a dull spot. Okay, so I need to go back to my stone, regrind my edge all the way across, get a burr, and I must have missed a spot on my burr because the burr would have come up, it would stop right there, and then it would start again. Well, I must have missed that, so I have to go back, regrind it until I got a nice wire edge all the way across, and then continue in my sharpening sequence. So that's how to use your thumbnail. Second of all, and some people go straight to this test, and this is not my favorite test, by the way, but a lot of people do it, and you can see that this knife does not want to cut on paper. Okay, this knife cuts pretty. Now you see the paper is bent towards me, so it's actually not giving a very good representation. But there it's nice and straight, and you can just go and it'll cut. Now you can see it stopped right there and kind of straight. That means I might have a bit of a dull spot right in here, but the rest of it is going just fine. So that's the paper technique. If you want to use a tomato, you can. I don't have one right handy, so I'm not going to be able to show you. But after you cut your tomato in half, so the other side is laying over to the side, that's when you grab the tomato and you carefully just slice down through, and it should just peel that end grain tomato right off, just real easy. And you shouldn't have to push it. You shouldn't be squishing juice out, stuff like that. Okay, it should just slice right through your tomato. Okay, that's another good sign. For me, my favorite way is to use my fingers, and I'll just glide. Now notice my thumb here. My thumb is what's doing the pressure. Okay, my fingers aren't pushing. My thumb is pushing. And I'm just gliding, and I can feel this knife is not hair popping sharp. Okay, it is sharp, but it's not hair popping sharp. But I can also feel just real lightly. I can feel it wanting to cut into my skin a little bit, but not a lot. You can tell it'll cut, but it's not real sharp. Okay, and then you can also use your hair, and as you can see, it'll take hair off. It's like I said, it's not hair. See right there, it's not hair popping sharp, but there is hair on there. So those are the basic ways of testing if your knife is sharp. When in doubt, go back to your stone, put a new wire edge all the way across, go to your next finest stone, refine that polished edge a little bit. It'll remove some of the wire edge. Go to your next finest stone if you're going to go that far. It'll refine your edge even smoother and remove a little bit more of the burr, and then go to your strop and break that, run it back and forth, and it'll move that burr back and forth, and eventually it'll just break off. And then you'll strop it, you know, half a dozen more times on each side, and that the polishing compound on your leather strop will actually smooth that edge up and give you a very nice cutting edge. Okay, so anyway, that's what I've got for you for how to test a knife for being sharp. Thanks for tuning in.